Bien, so festivals and holidays. So let's read a little bit about this festival and holiday we see here. The International Festival of the Sahara takes place in December for 4 days in Deus, a village in Tunisia near the Sahara Desert. Thousands of people gather to celebrate the traditions of every of the desert people. What are the events? Watch people compete in different games to win prizes. Be sure to see one of the horse or camel races. Love words? Don't miss the festival's poetry competition. Local musicians and DJs from around the world perform every night. Participate in activities outside of those. Visit the dunes, large hills for sands, skiing, and other sports. Interesting, right? According to this, here we have the vocabulary about traditions and holidays. What is the first word? The first word is compete. We have different horse competitions during San Pedro y San Pablo. Have you heard that holiday class, San Pedro y San Pablo? ¿Ustedes han escuchado ese puente festivo, that holiday?
No, teacher.
No,
San- Ustedes no son, oh my God, ¿cómo así que no saben qué es San Pedro y San Pablo? Oh my God.
no, no sé.
Bueno, antes del COVID, en San Pedro y San Pablo, en ese fin de semana se celebraba el Festival de Porro en San Pelayo. Y por acá en Turbaco, en otros pueblos, competencias de caballos y de gallos y eso. So San Pedro y San Pablo is during San Pedro y San Pablo celebrations that is at the end of June and the beginning of July, we have horse competitions. Okay? Competitions. Okay? So, tampoco conocen this celebration that is la Candelaria Virgin Day, la Candelaria Holiday. Nada,
No,
tampoco.
no.
Yes, it's in Ferrari too. Second.
Yes.
Maybe some of you have eaten a frito in the frito festival. So the frito festival and the
Yes.
cane festival is because in Cartagena people are celebrating la Candelaria Virgin Day. So we have also horse parades. ¿Saben qué significa la palabra horse parade?
¿Horse qué?
Son las cabalgatas, a horse parade or horse parades. So these are examples of competitions. In the horse parade, I guess that people compete to show the most beautiful horse during the parade. And in horse competitions, they race, compiten, ¿no? Como una carrera. They race to see what is the fastest horse in the group. Okay? Is that clear, class? So the word is compete.
¿Y que la pronunciación es horse Paris o horse París?
Horse parades.
Horse
Parade.
París, como si dijera París.
No, parade. Parade. Horse parades.
Horse Parade.
Horse
Okay.
parades.
Parades.
Parade. Horse parades. Horse competition.
Parade.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have more exercises. Competitor. The competitor, the competitor is the person who is part of the competition. So a horse competition, we have the competitors. The participants during the competitions are competitors. The participants in the context. Context es un concurso. Okay. So we have also competitions. Allá conocen. Gather is get together. When people come together for a reason.
Las personas que animan.
No. Gather es cuando la gente se junta, se reúne. So where do people gather during the Candelaria Festival? Where do they gather? At the top of the Popa Hill, right? People gather at the top of the Popa Hill. So at the top of the Popa Hill. Now, if we look at the next one, participate, como ustedes lo saben, es participar, ¿no? To be part of any activity. We have also a participant.
Participant.
It's the person who participates in something. Participation.
Participation.
What is the meaning of that word? Participation. What is participation, class? Participation es participación. Perform. What does the word perform mean? Perform is to do something in front of an audience. Por ejemplo, los cantantes, the singers perform on a stage. Yeah? Do something in front of an audience. Someone who does something entertaining in front of an audience is a performer. Okay? Performer. Performance. What is performance? What is the meaning of the word performance, class? Says the act of entertaining an audience with one's talent. What is this one, class? To receive something for an achievement, but be chosen by chance. ¿Cuál creen que es esa palabra? A ver. Is win a prize, ganarse un premio, un trofeo, una medalla.
Prize.
Win a prize.
A prize.
Race,
Race.
una carrera. Take, pero no carrera universitaria, sino una carrera de que es más rápido y que es más, ya usted sabe, de velocidad.
¿Cómo es,
Take
teacher
place.
David?
Place.
Race. Por ejemplo, in a horse competition, horses race, right? In a horse competition, horses race. Take place. What does the word take place mean?
El lugar donde hacen algún evento.
Take place, that's right, is where the event happens. And finally, we have a practice or way of doing something that has been in a place for a long time. That is a tradition. That's right, a tradition. What traditions do we have in Cartagena? Los negritos, los que se han disfrazado de esa tradition, los negritos. What else? What else, class?
El festival de fritos, pero no sé cómo se dice
The
en
Frito
inglés.
Festival, the event that happens in el Semaní, ¿cómo que se llama? El Cabildo, el Semaní. Those are traditions.
Ángeles somos.
El Tintililillo Day, very good.
Halloween, teacher.
Halloween, yeah, but that's a tradition that is also international. Tintilillo Day is local. That's right. So look at this. We have the verb, that is the action, the noun, sustantivo, para el nombre del evento y el nombre de la persona que participa en el evento. Compete, competition, competitor. Participate, participation, participant. Perform, performance, performer. Esta palabra performer no solamente se utiliza para cantantes, también puede ser para actores, actors, ¿ok? So actors are also performers because they perform or they act, they do something in front of many people. So now, could you please put the words in the correct place? Example, to play a game or activity and try to be the best is all about compete. A type of activity like running, driving, that you try to be the fastest in is a race.
Three is perform.
To sing, dance, or play music in front of others is perform. Perform. To come together in a group is, empieza con J, con G, con Y, con G.
Gather.
Gather.
Gather. To happen is
Take a
start with
place.
take place. Very good. Something like money given to the winner of a game or activity is
Win
Win
a
a
prize.
prize.
win a prize. Very good. To join,
Teacher, ah,
yes,
prize y win a prize significarían prácticamente lo mismo.
prize es el premio y win a prize es ganarse un premio.
Ok.
Yeah. To join in and do something together with others, that is participate. And the customs or ways of doing something for a long time is
Tradition.
a tradition. Traditions are part of Colombia. Colombia is rich in different traditions. What traditions can we mention? As I said before, Las Corralejas, Festival de Porro San Pelayo, el Festival de Burro en San Antero, las Corralejas en Cincelejo. These are traditions. Daniel, ¿dónde queda la mamá de las Corralejas? A ver. ¿Ah?
Teacher, si yo supiera diría.
¿Cuál es la mamá de las Corralejas? A ver,
Ni idea.
¿qué me dice? A ver.
Supongo que Cincelejo.
No, es Cotorra. Cotorra es la mamá de las Corralejas. I'm sorry. No parecen de aquí de Colombia. Are you from the United States or something?
Uy,
My God.
teacher, si supiera lo poco que sé de cultura.
Bueno, hay que leer un poco. Colombia es bonito por eso. Traditions. Ok, ¿dónde se celebra el The Gaita Festival? Where in Colombia people celebrate the Gaita Festival?
En San Jacinto.
En Oveja Sucre también. ¿En qué mes? En octubre.
Yes.
That's right. The Gaita Festival. Do you like Gaita?
Yes. My father, ¿cómo se dice?
So,
Tocaba.
so.
Okay, my father was a member of a Gaita group.
Exacto.
Your father was a member of a Gaita group. That's excellent. So think about a festival in Colombia. Where and when does the festival take place and what happens at the festival? I'm going to give you some time to think and then I will ask you about it. Okay?
Hay que hacer eso de la primera.
Yeah. Where and when does the festival take place and what happens at the festival?
Teacher, ¿y como que festival se haría? ¿Cada uno mira uno o cómo? ¿O uno en
No,
específico?
coge uno que te guste.
Ok.
Okay, it's time to socialize the answers. Let's start with,
2 minutes, teacher.
okay. Adrian, can you tell me about your favorite tradition or festival? Hello? Somebody home? Aníbal, what about yours?
Frito Festival.
Uh-huh. Where and when does the festival take place?
The festival is 28 in January, and my family and me are going to the festival at the Pie de la Popa neighborhood.
And what happens at the festival?
The festival, there is course, and I don't know how to say caña de azúcar,
Sugar cane?
sugar cane, and the people up to the popa.
Okay. Somebody else?
Me, teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Number 1. Is Fruit Festival. Is a festival what is celebrated on the coast. Here in Cartagena, arriving to Center City is 4th November. No me sé bien la fecha, así que puse eso. Number 2. For me, I happens that I happens what can eat. ¿Sí me entendé?
Yes, I think so.
Ok. Entonces,
Me teacher.
Yes.
Well, it is not my favorite, but it was the one I went because my father participated on several occasions with his coworker who created a group. So in San Jacinto Bolivar on August 16, has a perform festival with dance and music groups. They participate and the best one wins a prize.
And what's the price? Money?
Yes, and trofeo. ¿Cómo se dice trofeo?
Huh?
Y trofeo.
price.
Yeah, a trofeo in this context is a trophy. Trophy,
With trophy and money.
no money. That's perfect. How much? A million, 2 million pesos?
I don't know. My father win varias veces, but I don't know.
He won the prize many times, but you don't remember how much.
Yes, I was a child.
Okay, very good. I love Gaita. I think that Gaita is something really beautiful because it shows our culture, okay? It shows our traditions, and it's really nice. Somebody else? Somebody else?
Me, teacher.
Yes.
And the Jazz Festival is held in the city of Medellin annually in September and lasts only 10 days. It's an event that in a short time has mm, one of the most important festivals on the genre in Colombia, according to critics, musicians, and music lovers in the country.
Perfect. That's really nice. Somebody else, please.
Me, teacher.
Okay. Tell us
The
about it.
Green Moon Festival is held annually on the island of San Andres and was born in 198.7. The event manifests the way of being in the English-speaking Creole people of the Caribbean and gathered the artists, gastronomy, religious, sport, and in particular, music expression of the San Andres community.
Muy bien. Okay, somebody else? Nobody? Okay. Now look at the listening. We're going to listen a little bit about Mount Cameroon, which is an active volcano. Remember that many parts of the world, people celebrate or they have celebrations or holidays based on natural, I would say, natural events, a volcano, the rain, the snow, and so forth, the fire. So we're going to hear a news report about an event in the African country of Cameroon. Listen and answer the questions. What is question number one, Daniel? What event?
What event is the report talking about?
A musical performance, a big
A
competition.
musical performance, B a big competition, and C a special parade.
Parade, yes.
Parade.
And what is the event called? Write the word. So let's listen and do the exercise. Let's get started.
And now for our final story of the evening, we turn to Stuart Kaplan, reporting live from the West African country of Cameroon, where every year, usually in February, the Race of Hope takes place. For more on this, we turn now to Stuart.
Yes, hello, Sandra. I'm standing here in the town of Buea, Cameroon, where the Race of Hope is about to begin. This year, 400 people are competing in the race. They're running about 40 kilometers up and then back down Mount Cameroon, the highest mountain in Western Africa, and an active volcano.
The Ocean B, teaching.
A big competition.
B, teacher.
Yes.
Okay. And according to this, now that you have said that it's all about a big competition, what is the event called? What's the event called?
Teacher, yo no puedo escuchar bien.
Okay, one more time.
And now for our final story of the evening, we turn to Stuart Kaplan, reporting live from the West African country of Cameroon, where every year, usually in February, the Race of Hope takes place. For more on this, we turn now to Stuart.
Yes, hello, Sandra. I'm standing here in the town of Buea, Cameroon, where the Race of Hope is about to begin. This year, 400 people are competing in the race. They're running about 40 kilometers up and then back down Mount Cameroon, the highest mountain in Western Africa, and an active volcano.
The Race of Hope.
Raising Hope.
So what is the event called?
The Race of Hope.
The Race of Hope. That's right. According to these ideas, we can say the following things. So for number one is
Ocean B.
a big
A big
competition. Number
competition.
two is the Race of Hope. That's right. I'm going to repeat the audio, but this time, my friends, you're going to complete the following notes. Okay? Let's do it.
And now for our final story of the evening, we turn to Stuart Kaplan, reporting live from the West African country of Cameroon, where And now for our final story of the evening, we turn to Stuart Kaplan, reporting live from the West African country of Cameroon, where every year, usually in February, the Race of Hope takes place. For more on this, we turn now to Stuart.
Yes, hello, Sandra. I'm standing here in the town of Buea, Cameroon, where the Race of Hope is about to begin. This year, 400 people are competing in the race. They're running about 40 kilometers up and then back down Mount Cameroon, the highest mountain in Western Africa, and an active volcano. I'm standing here with one of the participants in today's race. So, where are you from?
Cameroon?
Is this your first time at the race?
Oh no, I've attended the race many times before. It's a tradition for me and my family. But this year I'm in it for the first time.
So can you tell me what the missing words are when the event takes place every year? In
February.
February. That's right. The number of participants this year is
400.
4 people.
400.
400 people. Distance about how many kilometers?
40 kilometers.
40 kilometers. What do people do?
They run up mountain.
And then back down. And finally, the price is
1,600.
$16,000. The other events that during the weekend, they're also a
Festival.
festival. That's right. That's excellent. So, and that's about the event in Cameroon. Now, have you heard about this? The Festival of Color? ¿Nunca han ido al Festival of Color?
No.
Bueno, en México lo celebran. Como lo una vez en la Rosa de Guadalupe.
Sí, en un capítulo hicieron eso.
Yeah, that's right. And we have another one that is called the Orange Festival. What do you think happens in these type of festivals? Why the colors? Why the colors, class?
Maybe for the joy. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's happening.
Maybe for the joy.
Yes. So that's why we're gonna read about it to see what happens. So the Orange Festival. Let's listen and read.
Get ready to get dirty. The Orange Festival.
It's a cool February afternoon in the small town of Ivrea in northern Italy. The streets are usually quiet, but today they're full of people as the 4-day Orange Festival begins. The Carnevale di Ivrea is over 900 years old. It celebrates the story of a girl named Violetta. She killed the town's evil leader and freed the people of Ivrea. The festival remembers the fight that took place between the people of Ivrea and the evil leader's soldiers. In the original fight, people threw rocks at the soldiers. Today, participants throw oranges. At the start of the Orange Festival, a young woman dressed as Violetta speaks to the people and gives them candy. After that, the orange fights begin. To participate, you need to join a team. You can be on a team of freedom fighters or soldiers. If you don't want to fight, you must wear a red hat. Then no one will throw oranges at you. It's a lot of fun.
The Festival of Color.
The Festival of Color, also called Holi, is a popular spring celebration. It takes place every year, usually in early or mid-March, in India and other countries, like Nepal and Sri Lanka. In Indian mythology, an evil woman tried to kill a young man named Prahlad by burning him in a fire. Because Prahlad was a good person, he escaped from the fire unhurt. Today, people remember this event by lighting large fires in the streets on the night before Holi. The fire is a symbol of the end of all bad things. The next day, Holi, celebrates the start of spring and a new beginning. To celebrate, people gather in the streets. They throw colored powder into the air and say, "Holi High." Others throw colored water or powder at each other. By the end of the festival, the streets are filled with color and smiles.
Interesting reading. Now that you have read and listened to the pronunciation, I need somebody to read the Orange Festival. Who wants to read the Orange Festival?
Me, teacher.
Okay.
The Orange Festival is a cool February afternoon in a small town of Ivrea in northern Italy. The streets are usually quiet, but today they're full of people as the 4-day Orange Festival begins. The Carnival, the Ivrea,
The what? The Carnival, that's right.
the Carnival, the Ivrea is over 900 years old. It celebrates the history of a girl named Violeta. The Chiquillos, the town's every leader and friend of the people of Ivrea. The festival remembers the fight that took place between the people of Ivrea and the Ivrea leaders, soldiers. In the original fight, people threw rocks and the soldiers. Today, participants threw orange. At the start of the Orange Festival, a young woman dressed as Violeta picks to the people and guys them candy. After that, the Orange Fight begins. To participate, you need to join a team. You can be on the team of freedom fighters or soldiers. If you don't want to fight, you must wear a red hat. Then no one will throw orange at you. Is a lot of fun.
Interesting. If you don't want to fight, no quieres pelear, you must wear a red hat. Then no one will throw oranges at you. Esta es la organización del festival. A diferencia de la fiesta de noviembre, no importa que como esté que te echan maicena y azulín y toda vaina. Y agua hasta puerca, ¿no? ¿Cierto? The Festival of Color.
Me, teacher.
Okay.
The Festival of Color, also called Holi, is a popular spring celebration. It takes place every year, usually in early or March, in India and other countries like Nepal and Sri Lanka. In Indian mythology, an evil woman tried to kill your man named Prahlad by burning him in a fire because Prahlad was a good person. He escaped from the fire unhurt. Today, people remember this event with lighting large fires in the streets. On the night before Holi, the fire is a symbol of the end of all bad things. The next day, Holi celebrates the start of a spring, a new beginning. To celebrate, people gather in the streets. They throw colored footwear into the air and say Holy High. Others throw colored water or footwear and each other. By the end of the festival, the streets are filled with color and smile.
Powder. Ese es como decía acá la maicena, te empolvan. ¿Ya? Agua con color o un polvo de color, ¿no? So which of these two festivals would you like to be part of, participate? Which of the two festivals would you like to go and participate? Class? Okay, let's do the part D. In this part D, you're going to tell me what festival is each sentence about. Put the sentence in the correct column. Some sentences may be about both festivals.
You throw things at other people in Orange Festival.
I think both. Both, yeah, ambos. Y ambos hacen lo mismo. It's about another story.
Both.
It is celebrated in different countries.
Festival of color.
The day before, people light a fire.
Orange Festival.
Festival of color. Festival of color.
You need to join a team.
Orange Festival.
Orange Festival.
It celebrates good and over bad. Good over bad.
Both. Both.
That's right. Now, imagine you can go to Holi or the Orange Festival. Which one do you want to go to and why? So class, tell me.
Hay que hacer esas dos.
Yeah. So, are you ready to participate?
Teacher me.
Okay, go ahead.
The Festival of Color because I love the meaning and it sounds so fun.
Okay. Are there any old traditional festivals in your country, in Colombia? Are there any old traditional festivals in Colombia?
El Festival del Fix.
No, pero también tenemos others like Carnaval de Barranquilla, la Feria de las Flores, you know.
De la Cometa.
Exactly, the Kite Festival.
Festival de Cumbiamba.
That's right.
¿Y ese cuál es?
¿Cómo?
Okay, somebody else who also wants to share
teacher, I like to go the Festival of Color. I like the season and the topic with color color. ¿Cómo se dice? Me llama la atención.
It is interesting for me.
Okay,
It catches my attention. No sé cómo quieras.
it's interesting for me. The Festival of Color.
Okay. And what about question 2?
The first day of November. Angels, we are. I can say.
Okay. Very good. Somebody else? Very good. Now it's time to finish the class with the grammar part. In this part of the class, we're going to study something really important. Time clauses with the words before, after, and when. What is a clause? A clause is when before these ones that you see here, okay, before the word after, when, and before, is followed at least by a subject and a verb. Okay? Now, when the time clause is at the beginning of the sentence, you have to use comma. But when the time clause is on the second part of the sentence, comma is not necessary. Let me give you examples. Before the Cartagena independence day, celebration, people participate, schools participate in different parades in ¿cierto? Momentico. Before the Cartagena Independence Day celebrations start, factor verbo, schools participate in different parades in the city. ¿Cierto? ¿Cuándo salen los cabildos de los colegios? Antes de las fiestas de noviembre. Right?
Yes.
So now look at here. In before, we have the subject and the verb. After the clock marks midnight, people say happy New Year, right? Ok, aquí voy a colocar otro verbo que es el que encaja, es strokes. Ahora sí. Strikes. After the clock strikes midnight, people say, Happy New Year. ¿Cierto? That is my favorite day. I love December 31st. And you, class?
Of course.
Ok, la palabra strikes en este contexto no es golpear, sino que después que el reloj da la medianoche, people say, Happy New Year. Ok. When people go to parades, they usually take pictures and record videos. No, so they usually throw, este mejor, tema throw foam. ¿Saben qué significa esto?
Como echar espumas.
Exactly. Yeah. So they usually throw foam or baby powder. ¿Saben cuál es ese?
El polvito de bebé.
Sí, la caja polvo. Marca Johnson, oyeron, Marca Johnson se echan, son pupi. Toman, ¿cómo que? They drink Corona beer and they throw baby powder. Johnson. And then the next day they are broke. El día siguiente están limpios. En Guayabao, ¿ah? And then the radio station says, gánate la quincena de noviembre participando en Olímpica Stereo. Ok. ¿Nunca han visto esas traditions?
Limona. Cabara. Echar.
Okay. So class, this is the part about the time clauses with before, after, and when. Pay attention to the video.
Simple present time clauses. A time clause explains when an action happened. A time clause begins with a time word, such as after, before, or when. A time clause has a subject and a verb. A time clause can come at the beginning of a sentence.
Before Henry goes to bed, he watches TV.
A time clause can also come at the end of a sentence.
Henry watches TV before he goes to bed.
One more time, teacher.
One more time.
Simple present time clauses. A time clause explains when an action happened. A time clause begins with a time word.
¿Con qué time words the time clauses start? What time words do time clauses use to start?
Before, after, and when.
Exactly.
Such as after, before, or when.
And why are they used? To say what action happens, right?
A time clause has a subject and a verb.
El time clause, como decía, va a tener un sujeto y un verbo. Always.
A time clause can come at the beginning of a sentence.
Before Henry goes to bed, he watches TV.
A time clause can also come at the end of a sentence.
Henry watches TV before he goes to bed.
Any questions, class?
Teacher, de ambas formas se utiliza la coma, porque en el grammar que estamos viendo,
Sí, claro, es un error.
no se ve la coma.
Esto es un error.
Ok. O sea, no va la coma.
Exacto, cuando colocas la time clause a la segunda parte, no hay coma, no es necesario.
Ok.
Eso es un error del, mira, acá no aparece. Let's go to page 206. Look at the part that is important to know. When the time clause comes first, put a comma before the main clause. So, si va de primero, the time clause, la coma es necesaria. Okay? So let's practice with the following examples. Complete the two sentences. Combine the two sentences, into one sentence using either, after, before, or when. Use commas if it's necessary.
I brush my teeth after I eat breakfast.
Muy bien. My friends and I get together. We have a good time.
When my friends and I get together, we have a good time.
Very good. I get a present. I send a thank you message.
When I get a present, I send a thank you message.
Guests come to our house. We clean up. Before guests come to our house, we clean up. What else?
He or she study hard before a person takes a college entrance exam.
Yeah. He or she study hard before the person takes the college entrance exam, or before a person takes the college entrance exam, he or she studies hard. Finally, 6.
Before a person turns 20.
When a person turns 20 years old, he or she throws a big party. It's when.
Okay. La palabra turns, como sabes, cumplir. Ya, cumplir años. Turn 20 years old. For example. Okay, guys. Any questions so far? Okay, look at this part about celebrations. Look at the photo. This is a celebration that is very famous. Se llama The Three Kings Day, los Reyes Magos, right? The Three Kings Day.
¿Cómo se escribe, teacher?
Ahí está. Don't you see? On January 6th, people around the world celebrate Three Kings Day. In Spain and many Latin American countries, children get presents and families eat a special meal together. Remember that the Three Kings Day means the end of vacations and the start of the new year, the beginning of the academic new year. So class, I want you to look at the following situations. Paloma and her family go to the Three Kings Parade on January 1st. The 6th at 7 a.m., Paloma's younger brothers get up. Then they wake Paloma up. Later, the family gathers in the living room. They open presents. Everyone relaxes and enjoys the morning. Paloma and her mom prepared lunch, and Paloma's grandparents arrive at her house. Everyone has lunch. The family eats special sweet bread called roscón, and the adults talk to the children, and the children play games. I want you to give me examples using the time clauses. For example, when Paloma's brothers get up, what do? They wake Paloma up. So, can you give me examples with the time clauses using that information, please?
When the family gathers in the living room, they open presents.
Excellent. What else?
when Paloma and her mom prepare lunch, no, when Paloma's grandparents arrive at the house, everybody has lunch.
Great. Somebody else? Ok, class, ya con esto terminamos la unidad. Mañana sí hacemos el quiz, ¿oyeron? What is the oral quiz about, Daniel? ¿Qué vamos a hacer en el oral quiz?
Entrevista.
¿Sobre qué unidades?
7 y 6.
¿Cómo?
Unit 7 and 6.
Al revés, no. 6 and 7. De menor a mayor, ¿no?
Ok.
Teacher,
no me abre el libro.
¿Por qué?
No sé. Yo le doy ahí, nada,
Comparte pantalla, Lice.
voy. Bueno, espera un momentico.